So it has been a minute since I've done a video. Um, the past few weeks have been really hard. Not even gonna lie to you, not gonna hold you or fold you. They have been really, really challenging. I've wanted to make a video, but it's like one of those things where so much happening, you don't really know how to put it, what to say. Um, I also thought about doing therapy, but I decided that that's not really something I'm ready to do yet, at least not at this very moment. That could change. But it's that whole thing of having to get to know another person. Will they understand you? Will they, you have to feel them out before you could, I could feel comfortable enough to really release or really talk about the things that I want to talk about. And I just haven't felt I felt too sensitive for that. You know what I mean? Too raw for that. One thing I did do, um, a few months ago I bought Procreate, and this month I bought Artset 4 on my iPad, which is what I originally wanted to buy. This is how I know I really got to start. Um, I really got to start doing things uh, when I first see them. I want to show you, but you're not going to be able to see. But I've been creating a lot of great things on Artset without the full version, but with the full version, like I have so many ideas. There's so many. It's like I get why I can't show you right now. Maybe I'll insert it in the video, if I can do that. But I get why some people are love Procreate, and I also get why I don't. And it's not because of anything wrong with it. It's just it's a lot. And I really miss painting, but I don't miss the messiness of it, the process of having to set everything up, make sure all your paints are good. Like I don't miss the question marks. Like, what am I doing? What am I going to do? I feel like with Artset, it's just take a, it's like you can change anything. Like, you can erase, you can go back, just pick a brush and just go. My cats. And I really enjoy that. And there's so much, just so many textures and tones. But I get why people would love Procreate over Artset, because Procreate is very much so, it's more customizable than Artset can be, which I feel like it's too expensive. Artset full version was too expensive, but anyway, for what it is. But all of that to say, I'm really coming to terms with my own capabilities, my own way of doing things. And that's really hard and painful to say, because as a supreme overachiever and someone who holds myself to the highest of standards, I feel like honestly I've had to lower my standards to see myself where I am. I don't want to say where I am, because where is a place. It's a point in time. That's not what I'm referencing to. See myself as I am and accept my limits, my current limits, even future limits. I realize that things that are overly complicated, I get like analysis paralysis. And I also feel really overwhelmed. Like, I love Procreate, but it's really it's like as overwhelming as Photoshop was. I had Photoshop for years and didn't use it because it was just so overwhelming. Like, I just I couldn't get it. Um, this makes me cry because, like I said, I see myself as this prime overachiever, and I can do anything, and I can do anything that I put my mind to. If you set something in front of me, I guarantee you I'm going to figure out the easiest way to do it. I'm sorry. resting this phone on my knees. But I've been like that my whole life, and I'm realizing just how much pain I've inflicted on myself for overachieving. And I also realize that overachieving for me is just another form of saying to myself, I'm terrified of losing. I'm terrified of being seen as inadequate or not enough. And the truth is, I've always felt that way. I've always felt that no matter what I do, it's never been enough for these people. Like it's never enough. People will tell you that it is, but reality and circumstances will show you that it's not for them. A lot of times, just looking back at things, whenever I would create something that I think was really great, when I would make my videos on my other channel, Havutu Kali, I took down a lot of my old videos, not because it's just because I'm in a different era, I want to create something new. And a lot of them didn't really represent where I was going. But I created a lot of different videos, and the ones that are still up are the ones that I love the most and are most proud of. And they took forever to do, they took forever to create, they took forever to birth. They were like a birth. The last two videos I did, the benefits of Damiana and that witchy shit, especially that witchy shit, that was a multi-day thing. um well, the other one was too. I did it over a few days. When I finally finished those things, I birthed them. And I thought to myself, people say if you just keep going, keep doing these things, they get easier, They'll, you learn how to better edit, do your editing skills, and all of that is true. But for me, when I'm creating something, it's not like, I don't know how other people create. When I create something, I literally put every fucking drop of myself into that thing. And when it's over, I am completely, totally, and utterly exhausted. Especially something as big as a video that I really make with intention. Um, I'm exhausted. I can't do another. Like, even if I have more ideas, I physically cannot get myself to do another fucking thing. And I've had many ideas since that last video. Many. And had the music and the set list and like how I was going to shoot it and everything. And it was just too much. Like, I feel like a lot of things go in combination with that. Not just the doing, but the trying to fulfill my own expectations of myself, of the world, of people. Trying to desperately prove to myself that I am more than that little voice says that I'm not all the time. I've been boxing with a shadow when it comes to things like that. And I feel like us overachievers and us type A type people, we do things frantically as perfectly as we can do them because we are terrified of feeling that horrible feeling of you are not enough. What you do is not good enough. Who I am is not enough. I realize I've lived my whole life like that and I am exhausted. Completely, totally, and utterly exhausted. There's no other way to put that. And painfully, I'm realizing that I cannot do things the way I used to anymore. I can't take jobs that I used to anymore. I can't create the way I used to anymore. And it's not a bad thing. It's just that thing of like having to relearn how to do everything again. But not just doing old things, but doing new things in a different way than I thought I should be doing them. And it lowers me. If that feeling inside of like, oh, so you mean I can't do what I set out to do in the way I set out to do it, and just fighting back those thoughts of you're not enough. You know, there's so much shit that I live with that I don't talk about because it's still really raw and painful. Um, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody at all. But I know that I have to move forward in whatever way this more true version of me is moving, whether I like it or not. And there's a lot that I want to do, and there's also a pocket of energy within me that is waiting to burst forward, but a lot of other things have to be moved out of the way before it can burst forward. If I'm being completely honest, I'm disappointed and gutted because I realize that I have to do things in bites, bite-sized pieces. I would before just do the big ones, do the most. But I realize I have to do things small and not put all this pressure on myself to not just be perfect, but to do all these big things. And to some people, that may seem like, well, yeah, of course, you have to do things small. No, I have to do things really small. And it's one of those things like it's going to take forever. But what is time? What does time mean when you try to do these really big things and exhaust yourself before you can even really see them in fruition versus doing these tiny things over seemingly a longer period of time, but getting potentially better results and not exhaustion? Like I said, I'm still hurting. I'm still hurting bad, bad, bad. I'm not even going to lie to you. I am hurting bad, bad. But I'm recognizing that I don't want to say I have to face those feelings. I hate the word face with or sit with. I hate that fucking shit. I hate it. Sit with it. Bitch, I've been sitting with it for 33 years. What do you mean? Like, what I'm trying to say is the word comes forth absorb. I have to absorb it. I have to the image comes forth of particles. Like, say you're in this liminal space where you're just floating amongst particles. And when you bump into these particles, they feel painful. But when you get to a place where you realize these particles aren't here to harm you, but are here to show you yourself, I guess, you can kind of relax and mingle with them and realize that pain that I was feeling wasn't necessarily from me bumping into the particles. It was more so from me not wanting to see them or acknowledge them at all. I think that's the biggest pain. It's just, I don't want to see you here. I don't want to acknowledge you because if I say that you're real, then that means I have to face it. That means I have to do things differently, but I have to see myself differently. I don't like that, you know? And now I'm in the space where my nest is spread out amongst these particles as I acknowledge them one by one. while I am still in pain from just the acknowledgement of them, I can accept them a little by little every day. You know, that they are a part of me, regardless of how much I hate that. I feel like my fitness journey has been a very good example of everything that I'm talking about. I have been slowly losing weight over the past year and a half, 2 years, really longer, but like really the weight started really dropping off around last year, um, in the fall. And I'm realizing I have to do little bits. So if someone like it, to someone to ask me about how I'm losing, I literally do 5 to 10 minutes a day of working out 5 days a week, at least, sometimes every day. I get on my bike for about 5 minutes. Sometimes I raise my resistance, sometimes I don't. I walk on the treadmill, or sometimes I run for a minute, and I'll do that for about 5 to 7 minutes, and that's it. That's my whole workout. And changing my diet. But I think the biggest reason why the weight is falling off slowly but diligently is acknowledging these little particles of myself that I have been desperately trying to get away from for a very long time. And like I said, I'm really raw. I can laugh, I can joke, I have a lot to say, but I'm still really, really raw. And I'm really being choosy about the shit that I engage in when it comes to like social media or just talking, if I'm talking to people or not. Like, for like a month, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't see anybody. My family, my mother didn't even see me for a month because I just did not want to be perceived, I guess. I don't want to be viewed upon. I was just too raw, too in the throes of internal conflict and pain. And I feel like I'm a little bit on the other side, or can see some opening in the clouds for that. But I'm still in a lot of pain. And I was so angry about, my work situation hasn't been that great. Hours. This is the down season for the type of job that I'm in, believe it or not. I know a lot of businesses and companies, summer is like the big season for them. This is down season because there's no holidays. My job thrives on holidays. Like my hours thrive on holidays. And aside from like 4th of July, there's no holidays during the summer. So, um, you know, but I've been getting lucky picking up extra stuff here and there. But it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. This May and June, well June, June for sure sucked really fucking hard. Like brokety broke sucked. This month hasn't been too bad. We'll see. I know next week is probably gonna suck. Cause like I said, there's no holidays, so it's gonna suck. But I feel like the next few weeks beyond that is gonna be okay. It's like 1 month, 1 week out of the month just sucks harder than the rest of the weeks when it comes to hours. But anyways, hopefully that will remedy itself. But since my hours have been less, I have acknowledged like maybe this is a good thing, because before the hours went down, I was struggling really bad to just get up and do anything. Like, just doing a few hours a day was such a fucking struggle. Just like getting out of bed was so fucking hard. Like, I had to force myself to do everything, force myself to wash dishes, force myself to take a bath, like, force myself every single day to do something, and whatever was left was just left. But I'm thinking like maybe this is a good thing that I have less time or less work so that I can use this time to really rest. That's another thing. I had been sleeping a lot. And I know when it comes to depression, people think that's bad. I think it's a good thing. It was good for me. I was waking up, going to sleep at like 8 o'clock at night. Me, the night owl, going to sleep at like 8 o'clock, waking up at 4, and just being up, go to work and then come home and just do it all over again. Like, I'm realizing I need rest. And so I'm going to fucking rest. I got my little art stuff, do that, and then rest. Like, tomorrow, I'm not doing this 4th of July. I'm not doing shit. I ain't going nowhere. I anticipate this. It's Friday night. I'm not leaving this bitch. I wish she had taken. I know why she took down that video. She was high as fuck, but I fucking love that video when she had the chicken fingers. Oh, fuck! I love Trisha. But anyway, I love that video. It's like, it's Friday night and I'm not leaving this bitch. I'm not going nowhere. I might not go nowhere the whole weekend. I don't know. I might go to my mom's house, but I just even when it sucks, I'm gonna choose to rest. And I notice some things just slowly falling off as I'm choosing to acknowledge the painful bits and the things that I don't want to see. And I also noticed the weight coming off as a result of that too. I think the weight is just an outward expression of all of the shit that we hold on to and things that we don't acknowledge. It just shows up in different ways for people. For some people, it shows up in addiction, like food addiction for me. Sometimes I'm food addicted. We ain't gonna talk about that. But I do use food for dopamine hits because I'm not currently on any medication. I don't want to be. That was a whole debate with myself. Do I want to try again? I've been on so many fucking medications, and the last one fucked me over so bad. I'm just terrified of being on another one. Um, I thought about doing like ADHD medication. I don't know. It's like, I don't want to be one of those people, and it's no shade or shame to anybody, but I don't want to become one of those people that they can't function without drugs. Like, I would rather my life be different and a little more challenging and being in my own mind and working through the issues as they come versus just blasting my way in an unnatural way through my, like, in an unnatural way through my natural way of being. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like ADHD people, we have a natural way of being that does not mesh well with this world. And so people get on medications to help themselves better mesh with this world. And in turn, it can allow them to be more successful for sure. And it's different levels as well. I have systems that I've put in place to help me do things better. And I would rather have that than like when they had the whole thing where ADHD medication was hard to find and people were fucking crashing out. I remember a lady was saying that she had been on that medication since she was a child, and all of a sudden she couldn't get it, and she literally did not know how to function in life. Like, she did not know, her brain went back to doing what it was doing before, and it was totally foreign to her. I don't want to be that. Like, and I don't want to talk about, like, I don't want to the people don't talk about long-term effects of stuff like that. I don't want to deal with that. Like I said, the effects that happened to me with the last mood stabilizer, I'm still, that fucking medication fucked the nerves in my teeth. Yes. Wellbutrin is what it was called. It made the nerves in my teeth so sensitive that when air blew past my mouth, it was painful. Like, that was painful to me. And I had to get off of it for my teeth to return to somewhat normal, and they are still not the same. I cannot use whitening toothpaste. I can't use regular toothpaste. I have to use Sensodyne toothpaste with zero whitening in it, because if there's any, and I mean any trace of whitening in the toothpaste, my teeth vibrate all day, all night from the whole whitening effects. If I don't use the Sensodyne, then my teeth feel like a layer of enamel was stripped off of them, which technically it would be, but like my natural teeth with no enamel stuff on it, it feels like they're raw. You know what I mean? And I had been using Sensodyne before because I had got a cavity done and it made my teeth fucking sense. Just like that did a number on me. You know, when it came to like therapy and medication, I felt like I was trying to do this. I'm still emotional about this. I was trying to do something better for myself and end up making things worse for me. And so I'm really averse to, it took months for my teeth to get back somewhat normal, and they're still not totally normal. I have an issue with inflammation. If I eat too much things I ain't supposed to have, like too much meat, too much of different things, sweets, too much of, my body gets swollen. It's still a little swollen right now because I had some chicken the other day. This stuff right here, that's swelling. All of this is swelling. If I eat clean for the next 3 or 4 days, all of this goes down. But anyway, when I eating meat is fine, but I can't eat too much of it over too much time, because I'll just be like, but too much, it makes my teeth really sensitive from the swelling, like the swelling in my body. It just, so I would rather my life just be more challenging. I would rather just put other things in place to help myself than to deal with that. But I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. I just felt like I needed to get this out. I'm probably going to do another video soon, but I really just want to focus on my art. And I don't know, I really want to, my goal, I want to write 1,000 books, all kinds of books before I die. I want to put out a new book every month. Like, if I could, I would. A different kind of book every month. I want to create art books. I want to create children's books. I want to create adult books in children's style, because I have like ideas of like, not a comic book, but like adult books with adult context, but in a children format. Like, why can't adult books have pictures? Like, I want to see pictures too. You know, poetry, essays, all kinds of things. Like, I want to write so many books and pieces of work. I want to create so many things, and I realize now in order to do that, I have to take smaller steps. I want to get back to pole dancing. I set up my pole again, but I realize I can't just blast my way through it. I have to work on being able to lift myself. So that means doing lifting exercises. Maybe only do 5. Maybe only do 5 arm lifts on the pole to just try to lift myself off the floor. And that's it for the whole day. Like, that's the type of small that I'm talking about. Like, I don't know what other people version of small is, but that's what it is for me. I'm have to do really small things to try. Anyways, I'm gonna go. It's raining. I'm gonna go eat something else. They have cherries on sale. I had some cherries. They're so good. Anyway, I'm going. Love you. Bye.